Hello. The purpose for this sound redesign was to create magical sound effects using recorded source material. So here we have a couple of tracks of recorded source that I did. Household things like wet rags and inhaling, resistance bands and dragging a chair, eating a tomato, stuff like that. Fun stuff. And here we have our SFX tracks. So it's broken down to the spell and gore. So basically 2 events that are happening in this clip. And in the spell, we have further divided it to launch and travel. And let's check out the launch. And let's go through that track by track. So here's the first layer. And this is basically recorded scraping acoustic panel material and adding a couple of effects for it. So basically doing Foley work for this one. This is without the effects. So a lot of movement there already. Then we add a couple of effects on it. First we have Pro Q, adding a little bit of low end and cutting the extra low end. We have Valhalla Supermassive, creating a little bit of space there. Filter Freak, low pass filtering, and it's adding nice movement to that. It's reacting to the sound level. Then we have Tremolator. And by using parameter modulation, we are changing the rate of the tremolo according to the volume. And then we have all pass phase. So all pass phase is basically like a kilohertz disperser, just giving that nice phase, all pass phase dispersion effect. Then we have limiter. Just adding a little bit of limiting in the end there. Then next track, we have a couple of clips of mysterious recording, which is actually a glass with water. So it's a bit reversed and then a couple of effects there. So digital drum compressor. I like this plugin. It's just simple, very hard compressor. And for this one, it's just compressing a lot of the transient there. And then we have a transient shaper to get rid of that transient mostly. And Psyche pitch shifter. So basically just pitch shifting, reacting to the volume. Again with the parameter modulation. Then we have Valhalla Supermassive, doing most of the magical sound. So we are just modulating the envelope, the warp envelope there. And the next track, we have a heavy resistance band you played like this, played like an upright bass, and then reversed it as well to get that nice movement. For plugins there, we have DDC, Pro Q, taking away low mids, adding a little bit high end, then a limiter. And pretty simple effects. Just adding a little bit of movement there. Then we have another recording of the heavy resistance band here. A little bit more juicy. So without effects, it's the same clip, I think. Pretty much. We have Pro Q taken away. Low mids. Then we have all pass phase. To get that nice kicky impact there. Then we have DDC again. To juice it up a little bit more. Then we have this. And without effects. So this is a chair being dragged on the floor. A bit noisy clip. So for that we have a spectral denoiser. Taking away a little bit of the hiss. Pro Q. Taking away some mids. Valhalla Supermassive. Adding a little bit of space this time. Not movement that much. Ring modulator. Get a little bit of distortion sounding effect. Then we have all pass phase. Get a little bit more sci-fi sounding thing. And then we have not OTT. So basically OTT, which is multiband compression. Of the very heavy kind. That's it for the launch sequence. Then we go to travel sequence. So here we have just 2 tracks. Let's see what they sound like. So this is basically a resistance band. Just moving it with my hands. Then we have a couple of effects. All pass phase. For dispersion. Filter freak. For that nice filter movement. DDC. This time only adding a little bit of volume. Not much gain reduction. Another all pass phase. Filter freak once more. Adding that nice movement. Then we have Valhalla Supermassive. To give a little bit of space there. Then we have another track for the movement. So a lower, nice sounding track there. Couple of more effects here. So it's actually an air blower, basically. A small one for cleaning the electronics equipment. And we have a little bit of volume automation and automation for the tremolo. So volume automation gives it this nice kind of movement here. Same as the other track as well. Doing most of the heavy lifting in the movement. And a couple of effects. Pro Q, not doing much. Pitch shifter. Pitch shifter is actually using the volume of the audio item as its source and not the actual track volume. So it's creating a movement separate to the volume automation here. Then we have Valhalla Supermassive, giving this magical spacey sounding effect. Ring modulator, adding a lot of distortion. Then we have Filter Freak. giving a little bit of movement there, cutting off the low high ends a lot. Then we have tremolator. Doing a lot of tremolo stuff, giving a lot of movement and nice sounding things. DDC, just a little bit of gain reduction there, and then all pass phase. And there you have it. That's travel time. Then we have the gore in the end. So let's see how that sounds. Nice punchy gore sound effect. A couple of recorded tracks. So that's a wet rag being wrung. Then we have another portion of that wet rag dripping onto the other towel. Only a little bit of Pro Q here to get rid of the high ends. Then we have this kick effect. This is actually, if we drag it out here, this is a drum head being hit very close to the microphone, very softly. And to get the nice sound out of that, we have subsynth, adding just a bit of very low end. We have Pro Q, giving more low end, taking away low mids. Transient master, giving a lot of punch. Then we have all pass phase, giving a little bit more low end and adding a little bit. Very simple kick effect. Not sounding very good on its own, but sounds great on the mix. Then we have little bit mouth movement, taking away a little bit of mids from that. Then we have tomato eating sounds, pitched down a little bit, and actually no effects there. It's just layered with this other sound of me eating a tomato again. And then we have this last track. So this only has dispersion. This is the raw recording of a Resistance band being released and hitting my hand or whatever, I can't remember. So this sounded quite good on its own already, just a little bit of dispersion to get a little bit more of this magical sounding sci-fi stuff, which I like. So there you have it. That was my breakdown. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.